Hi, this is Jodi. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute birthday boy card. The products I used are out of the Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. There's the Hooray, It's Your Day stamp set and the Birthday Bash specialty paper that's shown right here. All of our designer paper is double-sided, and so with this card I'm going to show you a little trick on how you can use both sides of this patterned paper. So what I'm going to do is pull in a couple of my star framelits. I'm going to use the smaller of the two that I grabbed and pull my big shot in. I'm using the magnetic platform, which is really nice to help hold the framelit right in place. It won't move on you. So I'm going to center that on my piece of designer paper and then go ahead and crank this through. And then this will pop right out, and what I'm going to use on the card is the opposite side. So I'm going to use this star with the confetti pattern showing up. While I have my big shot here, I'm also going to cut out the frame for the star. And the way I do this is that I'm taking two of the framelits that are right next to each other in size. So there's a smaller one and a bigger one, but I'm taking these two that are right next to each other, and I'm just going to place it on my scrap of Tangerine Tango. I'll set it on there and then put my cutting pad on top and crank this one through. And what's fun with this is that you get a couple little bonus pieces that you can use on other projects as well. So when I pull this out, first of all, I can pop the center star out, not using it on this card, but you can use it on another project. And then you also get this star frame, which you could use on another project. If you trim the edges a little bit too, you could put it on a card, or this would make a nice frame to include on a scrapbook page or in your project life album as well. So now the part that I want to use on this is this little frame. So I'll peel off each of the framelits, and now I have this nice star outline. So let's scoot the big shot out of the way and some of these other pieces, and then I'll show you how to put all of this together. So what I want to do is start with this piece, and I'm going to put lots of dimensionals on the back. Usually when I use dimensionals, I just put them in each corner, sometimes in the middle if it's a really big piece. On this particular piece, there's lots of space because it's like a quarter of a sheet. So I want to make sure that it's not going to sag anywhere, and so I'm using a ton of dimensionals. So I'll peel all these off and then attach this to my card base, which is Whisper White. This piece, by the way, is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So when you have a 12 by 12 piece of designer paper, you can get 6 of these from one sheet. So I'll set this on the front of the card so you can see that it's raised up like that. The entire layer is raised up. Now what I'll do is take this piece, put regular adhesive, my snail adhesive, on the back, and then what I'm going to do is just kind of set it in this opening and just kind of push it down a little bit to make sure that the adhesive sticks to the card base while the frame designer paper is raised up still. So now if you compare these two, when I was making this card and designing it, I just thought that it needed a little more contrast between the stripes and the confetti. So that's when I got the idea to use this frame. And the way I attached that was just with glue dots. And I set the cardstock right on the glue dot and just kind of give it a little push, and I guess I kind of twist it a little bit too to get it to come off well. And I do that in each corner, and it's really easy this way because I don't touch the glue dot, so it doesn't get stuck to my fingers at all. And just a couple more, I think. So how many more do we have? One more. So now, hopefully you can see all those glue dots. And now I'm just going to take this and set it right at that opening to frame that in. We'll just go right like that, kind of push where those glue dots are to make sure it's secure. So it's really neat because this whole piece is lifted up and that confetti star is down below it. And then what I did from that Hooray It's Your Day stamp set, I stamped the birthday boy already. And what I'm going to do on the back of this is put, oh, I did it that way first and didn't like it. So that's one good thing. You can always flip it over and try again. Peel off that backing, and then I added another dimensional. So it's a double layer of dimensionals. And then what I'm going to do is put a glue dot over toward this side and then on this end. And what that's going to do is give me a little wave in this banner. So I'll set it on here and then push down here where the glue dots are and just kind of pull up on the ends there to give it a little bit of a curl and a wave. A quick and creative card to wish a birthday boy a happy day. Thanks for watching. For daily creative inspiration or to place an order, visit my blog. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram.